guys. Yeah, I did this little bit of a door. Yeah, it's pretty kind of big. I think it is pretty big, but yeah. Uh, Also, I've been pretty sick recently, so you might hear me with like a disgusting voice. I have a bad mic anyway, so yeah. Today I just wanted to show you real quick a little bit of a door I made. It's a 9x9 cave door, which I am most proud of the floor, even though it is very slow. But you can see that it is kind of nicely patterned. The ceiling does have holes. I could fix them, but I was just too lazy. I mean, yeah, there was already a lot of circuitry. But the walls are kind of just messed up. You can see that they are really weird. And I honestly don't care because I have a 9x9. And yeah, the sides are like this because I really follow like an algorithm or anything like a pattern with sizing up my doors. I basically just do whatever works. And also this door is this low on purpose because I wanted to not be laggy so much. I wanted to reduce lag a little bit, so I made it so slow. Over here we have these interesting piston extenders, as well as over here. These are very, very strange, but very, very cool. It's basically a one wide, infinitely expandable piston extender. You can see over here I have like a 6-block version. This is not mine. This is not mine, as all other piston extenders, but it is really cool. It works almost like a flying machine, but not quite, because it is still an extender. So my doors will still count as flying machineless. But you can see that it is really compact, and its advantage is that it can also push 12 blocks in front of the front piston. But a normal quintuple extender would only be able to push like 8 blocks in front of it, so yeah, this is a really good extender. You can make it as big as you want. This is a 12 piston extender version. There's also like a 20 piston extender over here, but whatever. Alright, after that long flying session back to the 9x9, we can see that I'm really bad at wiring, I know, and there is a lot of weird stuff around here. As I don't have immovable slabs, I couldn't just like put the slabs in redstone over here to not power these pistons. I had to put repeaters because the slabs would otherwise get just dragged with the circuitry, with the slime block. Because over here, in my version, slime blocks move slabs. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, I just used obsidian and repeaters. There is a lot of complexity in the floor. You can see doubles, you can see triples, you can see a quad. None of these extenders are mine again. And there are also so-called gap fixing pistons, which basically just repair all the gaps in the walls. I mean, in the floor, in the walls, I don't repair gaps almost. But we can see, for example, over here, this is a gap fixer. Oh shoot, okay. This is a gap fixer, it fires and it pushes the block upwards. And that is just so the floor is nice and smooth, and we could just walk through it. You can see over here we can just go. And I also did not put a backside onto this, as you could watch in the showcase. But the backside can show you a little bit more of the slime blocky mess I had to create to make this work. And also just look how big holes are there just in the walls. Like imagine you're like a robber and you dig into this redstone and then you can just like walk through this gap and you're in the person's base. Yeah, it's not really secure, but it looks cool. It looks the best when it's closed, of course, but yeah, whatever. Over here I have the piston layout, which I used. It is pretty interesting. It is pretty, in fact, interesting. Some professional redstoneers would say that this is definitely weird. And also, why do these pistons have slime in between them? It's because that's this extender, which requires you to have slime over here. So yeah, over here on the bottom there's the squad, which is really cool, but it has to be really low. Yeah, this is basically all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed, but guys, this is not the limit in piston door size. Coming soon.